been looked at and researched for over 2 years, right? And so she was part of the testing of it before even it had a name, before even we knew exactly what we were going to do with it. She was already testing it. So can you imagine 2 years later how excited she can be that we're launching this product, and this product is not only going to change people's lives in terms of how they look and how they feel, it will change people's lives in terms of their business. If you're in the Jeunesse family and you have this to present and to grow your business with, then you're all set. This will change the face of your business, and it will certainly attract new customers and new distributors to you and make you grow with your business. So we're going to have a fun time. We're going to do a quick demo, and I think, Becky, you have a model. So first of all, let me just call her on stage. Let's call her at the front of the room, our diamond director, Miss Becky Hurling.
He brings me stuff too.
He's great for that.
I'll have coffee at about 11 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Okay, so who's our model?
Kathy's going to come up and model for us. Kathy's had some great before and after shots done. And one thing I want to mention is that Kathy and Bev Oliwa, they were out together. Well, they don't have the same complexion at all. They both used the same mist and got completely different. This is not something that's going to cover your natural beauty. It's just going to enhance it. It adapts to it. Yeah,
it does. Yeah. We were both using N4.
N4.
Very different.
Which will be by far, that'll be the most popular shade. That's going to be like the universal. One of the things that Yolanda, because I bug Yolanda all the time, I'm like texting her all the time. She probably thinks, darn it, maybe I should change my phone number. Like literally all the time I'm talking to Yolanda. And one of the things that she said is that the ends are your neutrals. I know they call them cool, but they're your neutrals. They're not as opaque, where the warms are going to give you more coverage. And men will almost 100% of the time take an end shade, or take that cool shade. Very, very few men will have the warms. Okay. Are you just going to cover your neck?
I have big heads.
Now there's a look you don't see.
There you go.
Oh, you're still gorgeous. Oh my gosh, you put it on try.
I know.
Wow, this is perfect. So the one thing that's important is to cover your clothes, and the one thing that's more important than that is to do your makeup before you get dressed. That's the one thing that is the best thing to do. But also cover your clothes, not because it stains clothes, but just to protect it. If ever it does go on your clothes for whatever reason, it doesn't most of the time, but if it does, it washes out very easily. Like it's nothing that's...
And it's just going to be at the beginning until you kind of get a feel for it.
Yeah.
But one of the tips that Yolanda was talking about one day is she said to, can you just hold that?
Yeah.
She said that when she does it, she's literally done thousands and thousands and thousands of demos with this product. And what she does is she'll take 3 tissues, one here, and one here. And then afterwards, once you get the application, she'll actually pull it off after and she'll say, see, absolutely nothing on it. Because it's just kind of air, it dissipates around there. But if she said the biggest mistake people make is that they go, and they end up right here.
And they choke.
Yeah. But it doesn't take you very long to figure it out.
Yeah, it's really, you need to try it. It's like anything else. It's like, yesterday I gave the example, it's like driving standard.
Yeah.
Before you find your clutch, you're going to stall a few times.
Yeah.
But then once you have it...
You don't have to be running around with a cape.
No.
We just turned it around.
No, you wear it like that and
there you go.
You're a superhero. So, but I just wanted to make sure I had that with me tonight. And if you're interested in getting something like that for your demos or for yourself, any beauty supplies store will sell that to you for peanuts.
Yeah. Even the dollar store.
Even the dollar store. Wow, that's great. That's good to know. So I just wanted to make sure that. Oh my gosh, we're so.
No close-ups, please.
We're like live TV, people. You see, that's our reality today. Thank God I have Envy on, because look at that. So the first step that we're going to do, we're going to talk to you about, I don't know if I have something else. No, okay, we're on this. Okay, so the first step is the primer.
Primer, yeah.
The primer is exactly that, a primer. You know, we couldn't find a better name. It's maybe not the sexiest name in the world.
Fills in the cracks.
Yeah. Okay, I never said it like that, but yes. I said fine lines, but you know, some people will feel that they're cracks. But I knew we were going to laugh together tonight. So it does that, and it unifies your skin. It prepares it for what's coming, for the next step. So, and I've always been a fan of primers. It's not the first time that I work with a primer. And they came in other formula, I can say, more liquid, but I've always liked it because that's what it does. And even if it's not fine lines or cracks, it could be a pimple, it could be, you know, you just want to cover it so that when you put your foundation on, it's gone, because the texture, sometimes the pimple doesn't look like a pimple, but you can see it like in 3D, and I'm not sure if I make sense here, but so if you do feel it, then it just disappears. So it's great for that. So we have a great primer, and I invite you, my dear, to just jump in, because we're both really passionate about this, and we both have different things that caught our attention.
Well, one little tip that Yolanda did tell me about the primer is if you're using it on somebody younger, just do it like, and you don't have to do anything with it. But if you're using it on more mature skin,
more cracks.
Yep, more cracks, deeper cracks. You want to just set it with your powder puff, and it'll get a smoother. And you can actually use the primer twice if you want to, if you really want to fill some gaps.
Hashtag cracks, gaps. You know, we're going to...
And you know what? It actually doubles as a dry shampoo as well.
My gosh, are you serious?
It does,
I knew I would learn
gives
from
you
you
some
tonight.
great texture in the bangs.
Okay, I'm going to try that tomorrow
When
morning.
you miss the face.
When you miss the face, yeah.
So the one thing that's really important is to shake the bottle, because we said earlier it's loaded with great ingredients. You have your botanicals, you have water in there, you have your vitamins, you have the APT 200, you have everything in there, and if it sits like this for a while, it will go to the bottom. So when you shake it, you amalgamate everything. It's like the recipe is getting perfect, right? So you shake it as much as you can. It's, you know, she said, Yolanda, you need to shake it well, like not too like you go. You just be intense. Okay, so you shake, 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 and basically, because we're filling the cracks, we can spray it all over the face, because we want to go on different areas of the face depending of the product that we're using. But when it comes to the primer, first of all, it's clear, and secondly, we need it everywhere, right? And so there are moves. Did you see my video yesterday where? Okay.
The big ass.
The big, I know, it's like the big ass, the little ass. You know, when you will not be the same when you leave this room tonight, I tell you. So basically, I'm going to come here, and what you need to do is, because you want to hit everywhere at this point, the movement would be a big S, okay? And again, if you go too close, the product will be wet, and you're defeating the purpose. Okay? And it's just not, it's supposed to be a mist. Always keep that in your mind, it's a mist. And a mist needs to come and place itself on the skin, okay? So, too far, you're losing your product because it's not going to make it to you. And if you're too close, then again, you're defeating the purpose of the mist being a mist. So, we go to, I think that, I'm not sure if you can see, but I'll do it here. So, pretty much here, huh, Becky? This is the comfortable distance that you can go with. So you don't have to do the leg part. But while we're at it, you know,
It's helpful.
it helps, and you know, everything has a style. So let's go and do it.
Wow, you are getting to be really good at
Practice.
that.
I wanted to impress you, Becky. So basically, why is it good to wait? When we say there's a waiting period, and now we're waiting because we're talking, but you know, what makes it good?
Well, you want it to set.
Exactly.
and you want it to dry. You don't want to put wet on top of wet, and it dries very quickly.
Yeah, and the water evaporates.
Yeah, it
you know?
evaporates
The
out.
particles, like all the particles, and when it's going to be the foundation, it will be the pigments. It has to find its place. You know, you can't do anything while it's still. You know, even if you think it's all there, it's still making its way to you.
Its way, yeah.
Okay.
And Yolanda says, you know how when they're doing that video, you can see all that spray? That's not actually color, that's water.
Yeah.
That's water that's dissipating off of the product.
Exactly.
It's popping out of the product.
Exactly, you're right about that. So we're gonna set it, press it onto the skin. We have beautiful puffs that I used to call puffer. Was I with you when I was calling puffer? It was so funny, like I was just not right, but I didn't know how not right I was until I realized. Anyways, that's the problem.
Kathy, your skin really, I've known Kathy for many years, and your skin has improved dramatically.
It's Jeunesse, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then imagine adding the NV benefits on top of that. So we did the first step, and we did prep her skin for what's coming next. Now, we have this little guy here that I love, and that I've worked with something very similar in the past. And I think that if you're gonna have a tool to help select colors, this is fantastic. You don't have to be an expert. And I'm gonna give you my tip as a makeup artist. It doesn't mean that that's the only way to do it. I'm just telling you how I used to use it for other colors. And basically, the best place to do it on the face or on the body is, you knew it then. She was like,
Well, I watched your video last night.
oh my gosh, I'll sign an autograph at the end for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically it's the jawline. Because the contour of our face usually is not where we need to improve. You know, most of the time the jawline looks really good, and that's the real color of our skin. Usually redness and imperfections are mostly here, which we'll cover when we come to doing the foundation. So this is the perfect place to look. Now, you look at this and you say, okay, it looks easy, but you know, how the heck do I? So basically, you literally put it against the skin. And how do you find your winner? It's the one that will disappear on the skin. Bam, it's gone, that's the one. You know, is that how you do it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Because you may have other ways to do it. There's no set way to do anything. We're just trying to share with you our passion for it and our experience and how we see it. But, you know, play. It's, you know, when we said earlier, it's weightless, it's buildable, and we can add it's playable.
Yeah.
You know, it's
And it's very forgiving.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
gosh. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. If you think you got the wrong color, just blend it in a little bit. I was rooming with Deb Ford and Ruby from out in Edmonton, and she applied it just a little bit heavy the first time, and you probably will, and she got really close, and she turned around, and honestly, I had to leave the bathroom because she looked like the Tin Man. But you know what? She blended it in, and it actually looked okay after.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that. And then I got a little tip.
Yes.
For this, just some wipes, you know, like baby wipes. And if you're getting baby wipes, make sure if you're using it on somebody's skin, like you want to clean it if you're doing a demo. No alcohol, no fragrance. There's some really good ones. Actually, Yolanda recommended a couple. But you can also clean these because you'll notice that they'll get a little messy after you've been using them on people. So you just want to clean them up quickly in between that baby wipe.
That's a very good tip. Thank you. So again, we shake, shake, shake. There's a song and I'm not going to sing it, but I know a lot of people had it in their head. I'm so tempted. Okay, I'm not going there. No, I'm not going there. I'm going to resist because that's an urge I have, but I'm going to resist. Okay, so we're shake, shake, shake. No. Becky's almost there. Okay, so now we said earlier that with the primer, we want to hit everywhere, okay? When it comes to the foundation, like we just mentioned, the areas that need improvement most of the time are in the center of our face. It will be around our nose, it will be, you know, here. And so we don't really need foundation all over. And so the movement that we'll go with, just because this is where we want the product. And again, it's a mist, so we will hit where we want and everything else will find its place anyways, right? And so the move, instead of a big S, will be more of a smaller S, or I call it a question mark. That's my trademark, the move question mark. You know, question mark, but don't do the...
No dot.
Ask the questions, but...
Question mark without a dot.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so again,
Unless you want it here, you can put the dot here.
Oh, no, right now. Here, décolleté.
Oh, bien sûr.
What do you call that?
Décolleté.
Décolleté.
Yes, it just makes it more interesting.
I made this, never mind. Remember the...
Okay, so basically, and we're going, I'm using the N4 because you told me that she's N4. And N4, you know when we say sometimes for size, you know, one size fits all, this color fits all.
Yeah,
you know,
really does.
it's the one that will reach the most.
The broadest.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, exactly. And if, when in doubt, this would be the good one to go with.
Yeah.
because-
When in doubt, use a neutral.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Neutral, and you have the warm. Warm is for more of an olive tone or a darker tone. And so this is great. I'm an N4 too.
Mm-hmm.
Mr.
an
Jones
N4.
here, he's an N6.
N6.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have
On
thought
the
that.
dark side.
Because he wants to bring it up a notch. You know, he's really an N4, but
He's going for N6.
he's just like going all the way.
4 is not big enough.
California guy.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so here we go. We're going to hit the center of the face, okay? No, don't open. We're going to, oh my gosh, I took it. And usually I say, close your eyes, don't breathe in. I didn't say it, and I paid for it. So basically, what happens now is that all the pigments are finding their way and placing itself. It gives a beautiful glow already, and it's only been one coat. So we're going to do another one. Not that you need it because your skin is just like, but we're gonna do it so that we can really show what 2 coats can do. Okay? So I'm coming here.
She's coming in.
I'm coming in. I'm about to walk in. So don't open your eyes. Don't breathe in. Don't move. Okay? And again, this
Yeah.
is water.
Yeah.
So it's not like a big mist of color. Now, we're going to let it sit. We're talking. And another thing that patting this on the skin does, and Yolanda told me that, is that it makes it wear resistant.
Yeah.
You know, when you said, oh, it's waterproof, it doesn't go, this is what it does. It makes it non-transferable. I keep saying it's a word, right? Okay, it won't transfer onto your clothes or onto people.
Yeah.
You know,
And
if you're
another
very
tip,
popular.
Yolanda was telling us about, she does a lot of brides. And of course, you would be worried about this transferring on to the wedding dress.
Yeah.
She said that she'll have her brides and she does their complete body, and then she has them jump into the shower. And that sets it.
Wow.
She said it will not transfer on the clothing, on anything. It won't transfer onto the groom, onto his tuxedo. Water actually sets this and makes it more resistant.
Wow, yeah. And another tip that she gave Stephen and I when we were training with her is that sometimes, you know, because what you want to do when you do this is that you want to set the water in, and so if you use a hair dryer, if you use it on your body, you know, the tattoo covering, she was telling us that, you know, she tried to cover a tattoo, and to make it go faster, she had a hair dryer going, and it did the job. So I tried it once, and I was doing my makeup, and then I had my hair dryer there, you know, and I just went, oh, okay, and it worked. It was great. I didn't have to do any of that. So there's a lot of alternatives for how comfortable you are and what type of ways you have, right?
And for the men, she said her husband, actually, he uses the bronzer every day and he puts it in his moisturizer. And then he
That's
just
a
puts the
great
moisturizer
idea.
on.
Great idea.
Yeah, so you
I
can
like
definitely do that. And I know you were talking about, she talks about using the bronzer with a big brush as well, a big puffy brush.
Wow.
Just make sure you're cleaning your brushes regularly, and the best thing to clean your brushes with is that the mask? Don't use the mask. Our cleanser.
Yeah, our cleanser.
Yeah, our cleanser is a great brush cleanser.
Because, you know, when you think about it, that's his job. he's going to take the makeup off your face. He's going to take the
It's gonna
makeup
take it
off
off
with the
your
brush.
brushes. Yeah, but the cool thing about this is that it doesn't matter how many times you use this bottle, every spray is fresh. Nothing can get in, nothing can get out except that. When you're spraying it, there's no contaminants going in. It will be absolutely pure right down to the bottom, and about at least 300 1-second sprays in this bottle. It's going to last the average person a good 6, maybe even 8 weeks.
Wow.
Depending on how many layers, of course. So if they're looking for more coverage, they're going to go through it quicker. And she developed this for, it's very, very funny that, not like coincidental, that Dr. Newman developed the serum for burn victims. She developed this for burn victims.
Wow.
So she would go into the clinics when people had freshly scarred skin, and this was what they were leaving. They were leaving using this product.
Wow, I love when we have products that have stories.
Yes.
You know, and that's great. I didn't know that, so I will share with the next ones. But the one thing I wanted to say about the point you made is that it's self-contained. So all the good ingredients that are in it are always fresh, ready to go. And because, you know, when you buy a product, you open it, the minute you open it, yeah, you know, and we cause our germs most of the time. You know, sometimes we'll say, oh, I have an infection, or we did that to ourselves. It's a lot of times it's not the product, it's us to the product. And so this is fresh every time. It's very unique. It's exclusive, and that's another good key points for you to talk about when you talk about this product.
Yeah. When you're doing demos, because I know that we're going to be doing a lot of, I love this product because it's demonstrable. Is that the word? Or is it demonstrable?
Every word is a word for me.
Tomato,
so.
tomato. It's so demonstrable.
Yes, good.
Is that good?
Yes.
Linda? Okay, I
Like I
trust you.
giggle every time?
Yeah. And you can go, you want to make sure that you have fresh puffs. And where do you get those? London Drugs, Dollar Store. Make sure that they don't contain latex, because some people will have problems with latex. Okay.
You have a question?
Somebody have a question?
Yes.
Yes, this might be too soon to ask, but if the product is non-transferable and waterproof, how do you remove it? Is it
Just cleanser.
just regular?
With your favorite cleanser, if you have it on your body, then you can just wash it off with your soap or your shampoo or whatever you're using in your shower.
Yeah, comes off easy.
But only when you decide to take it
Yeah,
off.
only when you decide to take
Yeah,
it off.
yeah, that's for sure. Okay, now. Yes.
And I just wanted to know how much their lives, like how long will it last,
Oh,
for example.
like I said, it's about 300 1-second sprays in each bottle. Yeah, so depending on how, some people will, I only use one. I don't like a thick coverage, but if you are trying to cover up some scarring, how many times, because I know you've got a little bit of rosacea, is that just one?
Yeah, just
One
one.
time.
Well, I use actually the one color, the that comes from the cat,
Yeah?
and I just do the little spritz in the hand first, and I just do a little coverage, and then I do
And then
the more.
Okay, yeah, so you can use it as a concealer, first of all, in any of the places you want to conceal, and then just over. But it's going to, the average person, Yolanda said it'll be, if you're doing 3 coats, it's probably going to last you about a month. If you're doing 1 to 2, 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah.
So it lasts a long time.
And it does cover tattoos.
Yes.
It does.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll be giving a demonstration later. No, I'm not. Not tonight. But Yolanda has used it lots of times, and she gave me the name of somebody who's fully tattooed, and every time she goes on set, it used to take 8 hours for them to cover her tattoos, and this she can do it in an hour, hour and a half.
That's great. That's great for that. Okay, we're just
We'll
going to
do- well,
finish
yeah,
the
and we'll do
presentation.
some more questions
Because
after.
chances are we'll answer your questions as we go, so this will help you greatly. Now, if you're not comfortable with just another alternative, if you're not comfortable with the spray factor, and you're thinking, that may not be for me, I don't, you know, they say it's easy, but, you know, I would need a lot of practice, or someone tells you this when you're talking about it. The other alternative is really, and that's exactly what I did tonight, okay? And the effect is
beautiful.
perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, I paid her for you to say that. No, I'm kidding. It's just perfect.
And
no,
she's sick right now, too.
a little bit,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah.
You look beautiful.
Okay,
It's
so
nice to be It pays to be nice to corporate people. Network marketing tip number 43.
Have us on your side. No. Okay, so basically, if you're not comfortable with this, the other alternative is
Can you
this.
write that down?
You know, we have each other on each other's side, anyways. Okay, so basically, the tip is that you will just simply spray on your hand. They said in here to do it inside of your hand. It's also good. It's just because I'm a creator of a habit, and I've been doing that for 20 years. So I've always used the top of my hand for everything. It's like my canvas. So my habit is to do it like that. Either way is good, but you will just literally spray the same thing you would, and you can take your puff. I use a makeup brush, but it's synthetic hair. It's not like a real hair brush. I don't know if that's how you call that. Like a real hair, you know. I'm looking for another word, but there's no other word. Okay, so, you know, it's better with synthetic hair because the synthetic hair will never absorb all your product. It will keep it on the brush, and then you're able to use it, right? So you won't lose the product if you're using a brush like this. Very important to clean your brush all the time, and our cleanser is perfect for that. Takes 2 seconds, and you let it dry on a little cloth there. It dries all night, and it's good to go the next morning, and you feel like you did a favor to your skin and you kept it clean. So I just wanted to give you that other alternative. You can do it with the primer, you can do it with the foundation, you can do it with the bronzer, and off you go.
And even Yolanda says that there are no rules
No,
with makeup.
absolutely
You
not.
use it the way that you want to use it.
Yeah, exactly. And so the bronzer, what's great is, again, it's the all-over body product. It's, you know, you were mentioning about pantyhose. I'm a pantyhose person. That's just how I wear my dresses and how I feel confident. And recently we were having, after I started to fall in love with RNV, I had my own set, and then we went to Orlando and we had meetings, and I thought, oh my gosh, I have to get out of my comfort zone and just, you know, move away from those pantyhose, and I did, and it's because of that. And I never felt 1 second that I was just not right or too white, or, you know what I mean? Because that was my problem, is that, you know, for us Canadian, when we go to Orlando,
I sprayed down Kathleen before we came tonight.
oh, sexy woman. Yeah, but she's like 7 foot tall. It's like, you know, little midgets like me. It's, you know, there's a lot of work to look sexy, but, you know, but you see, it's a great result. It's just that it gives you confidence. It's all about confidence, really.
And you'll
That's
never get
why.
a run.
Never. I know. I'm going to start spending the money I spend on that on other things. Okay, so now let's do the bronzer. First,
My
we
favorite.
wanted.
I love the
Me too.
bronzer.
It's like-
Every day I do the primer and the bronzer. I don't always wear the foundation.
No,
but
because this
every
is
day.
enough. Because, you know, the magic glow is in here.
Yeah.
Really. And also,
It's the glow without the disco. That's what Yolanda says.
oh my gosh, that's right, I'm going to do that. Because I kept saying the sparkles, because, you know, sometimes you just want to have a nice glow on your
It's a
legs, on
sheen.
your arms,
Yeah.
and your décolleté. But it's 9 o'clock in the morning, and you're in the office in the conference room, and you sparkle all over the place. Just
Yeah.
it's wrong, right?
Yeah.
I like the disco. I'm going to use it. I'm going to use so much of your stuff
The
tomorrow.
glow without the
Toronto,
disco. Yeah, I
be
wonder
ready.
how that's going to come out in translation. Stephen, you're just going to have to tell me, hey?
He's going to do a
It's the
live.
glow without the pub.
That's
Oh,
for
the
the
glow
80s.
without the disco.
That's for the 80s. It's clubs now.
Oh yeah, they go to clubs, yeah, okay. So basically, we wanted to go all over with the primer. We want to hit the middle of the face with the foundation. And now what we want to do is the contour. That's a new word, eh? People contour a lot these
Yeah, there's
days, eh?
tons of contouring
It's,
going on.
yeah, there's contouring
Happening
clubs.
right now.
Yeah, it's happening tonight.
People are
Right here, we're going to
contouring right
contour
now.
somebody. And so I'm giving you this tip because I've seen, you know, when we have a new product, everybody tries it, and there's all kinds of stories. And the story for me is when, you know, we launched it in Las Vegas, it was a Friday night, and then Saturday, some people had it, and then I guess they were selling it on the site, and then so people had it, and then I could tell
Oh, yes.
who used and abused the bronzer, and I thought they were bronze statues. If they stopped moving, I would give them money because I thought they were like, you know,
Statues.
It's like, oh, and then you know, people
Looks
are
good.
happy. Oh, Martine, look, I tried. I know. You know.
I gotta back it up a little.
You know, go a little bit lighter. I didn't say anything because you know what? I didn't want to kill the enthusiasm. But the reality is that I need to share this so that you understand that the job of this is to contour and not to go in the middle of your face. Again, when we do this, it's still gonna go. It's still gonna go find its place on your skin, but it's just not gonna be all in one place. And again, not too close, not too much, and. Okay?
Yolanda says she can tell everybody who's wearing it.
Oh, yeah.
And I was actually, then I started, okay, I wonder if I can tell who's doing it. And the night of the Academy Awards, I was texting her, I'm like, she's got it on, doesn't she? She just give you a little winky eye. And she said, we will have hundreds of testimonial from celebrities. She just has to get the envy to her celebrity makeup artist, because they're using her original product now, where ours, the envy is actually better because it's got Dr. Newman's technology in it. She said lists and lists and lists of celebrities that will be using it. And we can actually say that once they've got it.
And that's going to help you so much with promoting the product.
Yeah. This product, I'm telling you, there's somebody in this room that will make, am I allowed to say numbers?
No.
Not actual numbers, but a lot of money.
Well, they
more
improve
than you
their
can carry in
financial
your
life.
pockets. More money than you can put in your pocket. Somebody in this room will make it. That's the potential of this product. And I can tell you, because I lived that with the Instantly Ageless and going on social media and doing demonstrations. It's people will buy products that are beneficial to them. They just will.
Ready for this? I'm coming in. Stay at the door, but don't open the door. Okay.
That's all.
Did you see it?
Yeah, it's really cool when you're from the side.
Yeah. Now, we're letting it sit. I'm going to try not to breathe it.
It smells good.
It does, I know. You know, I always do this on my hand, and sometimes I forget it's there, and then I'll move, and I'm like, oh, it's my hand.
It's the botanicals.
Yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do to really make sure she has that wonderful glow without the disco, I'm just going to go and do just a little bit. Why not, you know? Because what you want to achieve is as if the sun touched your face. The sun doesn't touch your face all at once, right? It's just gonna touch
It doesn't touch your face here at all.
Here, no. You know, but if it did. Oh my gosh, look.
This is what it
I'm about to be in bronze. You're about to give me money because I'm not going to move it. Okay, so basically we have the glow. Okay, we control the areas we want to work with. That's the beauty. We control the glow. Oh my God, are you writing this? Okay. Okay.
Now, can I say one more thing?
Of course.
Because you've done the contouring, now you can actually take a lighter color and do the highlight. On your nose, up in here, yeah, all those places where people are doing the lighter contouring, it just gives you that.
Three-dimensional effect.
Exactly, yeah.
Wow, this is great. So if you want to look at Catherine closer, I'm sure she will sign autographs after the event. But really, can you see it? Oh, so beautiful.
You should see her before and after, her side by side. It's amazing and so natural. This is not about making yourself
change
look
who you
made
are.
up. This is about having beautiful skin and very natural skin. Are you wearing it tonight, Oscar? Because your skin looks really.
It's trying to You'll never tell.
I think I probably look 18 after
Now he looks 18.
Yeah.
So it doesn't change what you look like and who you are. It doesn't change your personality. It just enhances your qualities. That's what it does, you know? And so that way you're more confident and you can certainly achieve whatever dreams you have. So thank you so much, Catherine. Oh my God.
That's okay.
My God, that would never happen to me. I would look like I just woke up.
Well,
I like to use it right out of the shower. Hair slicked back.
Yeah.
That's where
Yeah.
I
That's
am the most
exactly
comfortable.
it.
good.
So,
Yeah.
Do you have anything else that you think that we may have forgotten? I think we covered quite a
We
lot.
covered a lot, yeah.
Plus our videos. We just wanted to, you know, our passion for this product to be so contagious that you would catch it.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what
Honestly,
we wanted to
we've
do.
been waiting 2 years for this. I mean, being in a beta test is like all fine and dandy, but then when you gotta wait another 18 months after you finish the beta test, it kind of sucks a little bit.
Yeah.
But the nice thing is that they use that time to really perfect it. I've gotten to talk to Yolanda a lot. She's the most humble person in the world. She has worked with this product for 15 years now. This is not a product that somebody cooked it up in their kitchen and we threw it in a bottle and sent it out there. It is tried, it is true. Hundreds and hundreds she's used it on every complexion, in every type of atmosphere, like around the world. She's been everywhere. There is not a color in these 9 that won't match basically every person on this earth. There will not be. And you can use more than one color at a time too.
Oh,
don't be scared to mix and match and fool around with it and
said it.
have fun with it.
It's playable.
Yeah, it's playable.
And you said something else that made me giggle? It wasn't playable, it was another thing that looked like, that sounded like.
Demonstrable.
Come on.
Demonstrable.
Demonstrable.
Yeah. The trade shows are going to be just, we're really, really excited.
Yes,
to
can you
do that.
touch on that just before we close? I'm going to continue with a couple of slides, but
Okay.
you know, you shared with me that this will be great because it's going to change your business.
Yeah.
It's going to start your business in a really great way if you're starting.
And it's going to attract a whole new, like people that
new clientele.
didn't look at Jeunesse before. This is a whole new clientele and a whole new distributor force. If you are building your business, this gives you a whole nother cross section. We have people all over the States because it's actually shipping in the States now. When is it shipping in Canada, Stephen? Yeah.
Very soon is the date.
Any day. But I mean, they've got salon owners that are signing up, lots and lots of different, and makeup artists. I'm telling you, there are celebrity makeup artists around the world that have been using this product for years. Now we can get it into everybody's hands. It's very exciting.
Trade shows.
Trade shows are going to be absolutely key. And if you're going to do trade shows, I would say sometimes trade shows team up with people. And I know what I'm going to do. I know Cora and I have got some trade shows coming up. I'm going to actually buy product to have on hand. Because when you try this out on people, and I know sometimes it seems like, oh, that's a bit of an investment. Can I afford to do that? But you'll actually make that money back that weekend. Plus, because you can retail it then when you're out there doing that. People want to buy stuff right away. So I think that's going to be one of the keys. Team up with people and do that. And then what happens after that? Then you have your follow-up people. You've got a list of people that you're going to be able to follow up with because you're going to get their information when they purchase the product. So, I mean, if you have questions about that, make sure you get in touch with your upline. We don't keep any secrets. Like, if you think that there's some secret that we're keeping from you, we're not. There is information on there. If you're not watching Saturday Mornings with Kasaya J, that is, I mean, they've recorded everything. The exec connect, there's tips and tips and tips. So just go out there and look for the information. And it's the people that just get out there and do it uncomfortable. Were you a little uncomfortable when you started this, Oscar?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course,
yeah.
especially talking to people.
Talking to people,
Yeah.
But if you don't ever do it, you're not going to get over that. So.
Well, I read somewhere that life starts outside of your comfort zone. So if you haven't tried that, try to see. Get out of your comfort zone and try what it's like.
Live video. That is where it's at. If you're not doing live video, you're not getting coverage. It just is the way it is. Hi, that's my phone. Hi. Thank you, Martine.
No, thank you.
We're very
I was going to
excited.
take your microphone. I have a microphone. But you know, I just want you to give a big round of applause to Becky because she's been an inspiration to me. In terms of this envy and product and what it could do for your business, I remember she was so excited about it before we launched it. You know, we talked about it numerous times. And I remember watching...
When is it coming?
I know. When? I wouldn't take the call anymore. You know, I changed my numbers. How many times? No, I'm kidding. But the thing is that I was sitting up and watching the launch happening when we were in Las Vegas, and I got choked up at one point because I thought of you. And you know, when you know someone is expecting something and is dreaming about it and hoping that it will, you know, do something so amazing in their life, and it's happening finally, I had a thought for you, and I told you that, but I just want you to be grateful as I am to have Becky here on stage tonight and sharing what she knows, how she feels about it, and hopefully this will catch on to you and you will do the same. So please, our Diamond Director here, Becky Hurley, give her a big round of applause. Okay, thank you. Now, of course we want to support